This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning, good evening.
Good morning.
So we will wait for 2 more minutes for others to join and then we will start our day one session. Yeah, we'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we will start our session.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
Hi Srijan.
Yeah,
Once again now, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solution. So yesterday we discussed about what are all the course content that we are going to cover as part of this learning. So today, day one, we are going to discuss about introduction part. Okay, introduction, JMeter introduction. So I will maybe provide summary of things that are going to happen in this course learning. Okay, so we are going to cover the core capability of JMeter tool. That is one, and we are going to learn these concepts with the different examples. That is other thing, because that's important. It's not like only one way you know and you can manage everything. No, not like that. You should have multiple combination of things you should know. Then only you can manage your day-to-day activity. Okay, manage your day-to-day activity with that understanding. So I'm going to share my real world experience. I mean, whichever the thing that I faced and how I overcome that problem with the knowledge of JMeter, like that we are going to discuss, and also interview questions, that is also going to be discussed. I mean, all interview related questions will be discussed. Okay, because that's very important, right? Because I know very well in this group of people, there are freshers will be there. There are manual testers who wants to move from manual to performance testing will be there. So you guys will expect post the session. Is it possible for me to attend the interview or what? Yes, we are going to cover that aspect as well, and we are going to focus on interview related questions as well. That also we are going to cover. And all these are with the practical examples, with the practical hands-on experience, we are going to get it. Okay, so that's also a very important thing, because it's not about only watching things in the screen. No, it's about you are going to do the things on the ground. So that's how the coverage will be. So practical learning will be there, and real world knowledge sharing will be there, and interview preparation things will be there. So that's how the entire coverage will be there. So, and also each and every one of you show your active participation. I mean, it is not about the session started, everybody should be there in the mute, and then post completion of the session you guys will say thank you sir, bye bye sir. No, not like that. It's your participation is important. I mean, because you guys are going to learn, you guys are going to pay for it, and you guys are going to get the benefit of it. No other person is going to come and work for you or work along with you. They are not going to guide you, they are not going to help you. It is you are going to work in that organization. So whatever the concept that I'm explaining, you make sure you are aware of that concept. You make sure you are clearly understanding that concept, and then we can move to the next topic. There is no time deadline or something has to be completed at so and so date or something like that. Nothing like that. You ask your questions, get the clarity, and then we'll move into the next topic. That's how I always encourage. So you guys can interact, ask your questions, get the clarity, then we'll move to the next topic. That's how the entire journey will be there. So that's how I encourage people to do the learning as well. Because I'll tell you, maybe here some freshers will be there, some 2-year experienced people, 5-year experience, 10-year experience, like that. A mixture of people will be there. Sometimes the words that I'm using maybe will not be understandable by the fresher person. Okay, maybe a one word that I'm using which may be understandable, will not be understandable by the fresher person. Means that person can come forward and then say, sir, this thing, can you explain it with a different example so that I'll understand, sir. Yes, that's how the session should be. Okay, the session should be with that active participation. That's what I encourage you guys to do. So we'll continue the same, guys. Like that's the thing that I wanted to explain before even going to the introduction part. Yes. So once again, we'll start with the introduction part, JMeter introduction. So JMeter, Apache Jmeter is a open source tool. Apache Jmeter is a open source tool, very famous in the market now because it's free of cost. That's the only thing, and also the protocol compatibility. Protocol compatibility in the sense, like, you can do a wide range of application testing. Okay, say if I go to their official website, maybe Apache Jmeter, like that. If you type it in the Google, their official website is this one. Okay, Apache Jmeter. So as I mentioned, it's a Java based tool. Okay, Java based tool. You can see Apache Jmeter application is open source software. Yeah, 100% pure Java application designed to load test functional behavior and measure performance. It was originally designed for testing web application, but has since expanded to other test functions. Okay, actually saying, I mean, some 6 years, 7 years before and all, if you are asking, uh, JMeter will always support pure web application. That's how everybody used to say. That's the reason JMeter was not that famous in those time period. And over the period, the technology evaluation happened, and then JMeter is becoming a leading performance testing tool in the market now, because JMeter is having the compatibility with the different protocol. Okay, what is that? What is that protocol? Okay, Apache Jmeter may be used to test performance both on static and dynamic resources, web dynamic application. Under this situation, you can use it. Okay, it can be used to simulate a heavy load on the server, group of server, network, or object to test its strength or to analyze overall performance under different load types. Actually saying, some years before, if you are asking, JMeter is actually a good tool for doing a large volume performance testing. Large volume means what? 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000, like that. If you are trying to do performance testing using JMeter, that time it's not that recommended tool those days, because of the infrastructure problem. Infrastructure. I mean, in a single machine, how many user you wanted to execute? That infrastructure problem, we had it in those days. Okay, now it's not a problem because of the cloud infrastructure. Now cloud infrastructure came into the picture. AWS, Azure, Alibaba, GCP, like that, lot of cloud vendor came into the picture. Because of that, JMeter load testing is becoming very easy, because as long as you are having a large cloud environment, you can do large volume performance testing using JMeter. So here the problem is actually resolved, but because in those days it is actually an on-premises load generator. So in that case, you need to have those many machines to do a large volume performance testing. But now it's not the case. You are going to use the cloud load generator, so you don't want to worry. You can do a large volume performance testing using JMeter. Okay. Now JMeter is also having Just a minute, please. So we have the capability like web HTTP, HTTPS, or Java based, Node.js based, PHP based, ASP.NET based, or SOAP or REST call. Okay, SOAP or REST call is web services API testing, and then FTP, file transfer protocol, or databases using JDBC, LDAP application, or your JMS related, your mail related, some shell commands, or TCP related, and then Java objects level. So these are the different protocols that are supported by your JMeter tool. JMeter is an open source tool which is actually supported by these many protocols. Actually saying 90 to 95% of the application can be compatible with these thing itself, web HTTP itself, because mostly people will expect to do performance testing for their organization application only. Very rarely these other protocols are actually used. Okay, mostly web HTTP, HTTPS, that's all. Okay, every HTTP, HTTPS applications are performance tested using Apache Jmeter. That's how everybody will use it. I'll take a pass here. Any question guys till now? Anybody have any question?
Sarvan, it is not related to the topic we have just discussed. Can I ask you some, some basic question? Even though it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Isha is providing JMeter tutorial, right? This is with the AppDynamics, and there is other tutorial with Bean Shell, right?
Yes.
May I know the difference?
So here we are focusing on having a APM tool course content. Okay, there see that is actually taken by different sir with the different content. Here I am taking with the different content. That's a difference. Not much of a difference in the way JMeter is actually we are going to explain. JMeter will be JMeter, but that sir is actually taking a different batch. I am taking a different batch. That's a difference.
Okay, the content is same or the tools we use is different?
Tools same. JMeter only we are both are taking. His content is his own content, and my content is I prepared this content. That's all. But end of the day, we are completely teaching JMeter.
Okay, and one last question. Like previously, the playlist in YouTube, there were around 60 classes for the same course provided by you. Now, yesterday you said around 25 hours, right? Is there any update in the content, or the same thing is taught by you now?
See, I don't know what you are referring, but see, we are covering the entire JMeter course in 25 hours. That's what we are doing it here. Okay, I don't know what is update or things. I really sorry, but we are covering the entire JMeter course content in 25 hours. That's how we are doing, Sujan.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Sure. So coming back, so which means that JMeter introduction means like it is an open source tool, Java based application, so and so protocol is actually supported. Earlier we had a problem. JMeter faced a certain problem with respect to the infrastructure level, with respect to your reporting level and all. Now they overcome all the problems. Actually, that's the reason nowadays the adoption is very high. JMeter adoption is very high, because whatever the problem mentioned in some years before, they've overcome those problem statement. Infrastructure level or reporting level, all those things are available now in JMeter. Using the cloud infrastructure. So I personally involved in 90,000 user load performance testing. 90,000. So 90,000 user load, which is actually possible in JMeter now, but earlier that was a question mark. I mean, how many machines that are required? Is it really possible? How the reporting would be like that? A lot of questions were there, but now it's not a case because you have a cloud infrastructure wherein you can spin up the machine and then you can run your performance testing. So that easy nowadays. And also reporting part. Usually in those days they used to say like JMeter reporting is not clear. JMeter reporting is not detailed way like that. Now JMeter introduced the concept of HTML reporting, HTML. Okay, so through the HTML report, you will get a very detailed information. That is also now it is actually available. So now because of these reasons, JMeter, Apache Jmeter is actually leading the market. Okay, so very useful tool with no cost. That is how every customer they are observing JMeter too. Okay, now on the installation part, JMeter installation. So what you can do, you can go to their official website. Guys, I hope you guys also will do the same in your machine. Not now, post the session. Okay, post the session, you do all these things. Then only each and every session when we are covering, you guys can also do the same thing in your machine, so that the practical example will be you can do the hands-on. You can do the hands-on. That is very important. Okay, if you are observing my screen, if you are hearing my session, everything looks to be green unless and until you have to do the hands-on. Okay, you have to play around, you have to do that activity whatever I'm explaining. That time only you will come to know what menu I'm selecting, what option that I'm adding, what activity that I'm doing, how am I executing, how that report is actually coming, how am I read and interpreting the data. All the things you should also do it in your machine. That is very important. Okay, that is very important. So now I'm going to explain how we are going to download and then do the setup and everything. So please observe it, make a note of it, and then you do it in your machine also. Okay, so I launched Apache Jmeter official website. Go to the left hand side and then download releases. Download releases. If I scroll down, look at here, Apache Jmeter 5.4.3, which is the latest version, 5.4.3, and it requires Java 8 plus. Okay, 1.8 it has to be available, and there are two types are there. Windows means one, and then Linux means once, or MacBook means once. Okay, zip file is for your Windows machine. So and this source, okay, actually saying JMeter is actually an open source tool, I told you, right? So anybody can do plugin. I mean, there are a lot of plugins that are available in the market. Lot of plugins that are available in the market. Even you guys can write your own plugins. You guys can write your own plugins and then deploy it into JMeter, and then you can use it because JMeter is an open source tool. So for them to work on it, this source will be used. But for a performance tester like you guys, you can download the zip file from here. If you click it, it will download. If you click it, it will download the zip file. It will download the zip file. Okay. Say like if you are downloading and unzipping the file, downloading and unzipping the file. Okay. So look at here. If you are unzipping the file, it will be like this. How will you unzip it, guys? Right click, extract. That's all. Okay. Right click, extract. So if I click this, it will download one version of JMeter to my local, and then right click and extract. You are going to extract the data. Okay, you are going to extract the data. Say like if I go here, take this file to my local folder somewhere. So like this, you can extract. So what we are doing, we are actually saying there is no installation as such. That is a important thing you should know. JMeter is actually going to it's like a download copy paste activity only. You're not going to install anything. Okay, just a batch file execution, and then you're going to launch the tool. But in order to make your JMeter to work, you need to do certain prerequisite activity that I'm going to explain it right now. Okay, so right now what I did, I downloaded the JMeter from their official website, and then I'm extracting the data. I'm extracting the data. I'll take a pause here. Any question guys till now? Anybody have any question till now? So in the JMeter installation, you should have a Java 8. Okay, that is what I mentioned, right? So don't worry. You try to download Oracle JDK from internet, or if not, you ask my team. They will share that JDK file to you so that you can install it in your machine. How you will validate it? Basically, you are having a JDK file installed or what? How you can validate is that go to the command window. Okay, go to the command window. Right now I'm saying like command prompt. I'm going. Okay, Java space hyphen version. Java space hyphen version. If you click enter, it has to show your Java version. Okay, Java C. So either way, a compiled version or normal command, anything you can run it, but make sure the Java version should be displayed. Java version should be displayed here. So which means that in my machine, everything is already available. That's the reason it is actually showing like this. If you are running the command, but Java is not a recognized command, or Java is the unknown command, like that, some error message is coming, means, which means that in your machine Java is not there. So in that case, you need to configure Java. You need to configure Java. I mean, you need to install Java. So usual procedure, right? Whenever you are installing a software, our team will share the JDK file to you through Google Drive. Through Google Drive, they will share the file to you. You can download from Google Drive, and then you can install that JDK in your machine. Okay. So once you are, once you are downloading that JDK and then installing the JDK in your machine, even then sometimes this command will not work. Even then sometimes this command will not work. I mean, Java space hyphen version will not work. Okay. In that situation, just a minute. Still the extraction is actually happening. Okay, let it happen. So in the even then, even after installing the JDK, also if the command is not working, means that's where this topic is actually comes into picture. Java home and path setup. Java home and path setup. Okay, how to do that? How to set up your Java home or path? Java home or path? Very simple, guys. You are going to your start and then type environment variable. Look at here. Edit the system environmental variable. Click it. This window will come. In that environmental variable, if you are clicking it, so what you are going to do, you are going see. I wanted to tell you this. If you are working for any organization, this is not a straightforward activity. You cannot do it. I mean, the user cannot do it. This can be done by the system administrator. Okay, maybe it is my personal laptop. I can straight away go here and then show you guys. But if you are working for any reputed organization, the system administrator can only do it, or you ask the system level admin permission. I mean, local admin permission you ask from the team, and then remaining things you can do it. But if you are not having a local admin permission, you have to raise a ticket and then you have to do all these activities. Okay, it's not something that you can straight away go here and do it. But but know the process. Please know the process. Then only you can request the respective team to do that activity. Okay. So now you can go to this screen, click new, and then under the variable name you type it Java underscore home. Java underscore home. Everything should be uppercase, capital letter. Okay. So which means that Java underscore home you have to set it, and then you have to go to the path of your JDK. Just a minute. To go to the path of the JDK, copy the path of the JDK, and then paste it here. Here, till the JDK path, you have to paste. Till the JDK path, you have to paste it. I am repeating again. Till the JDK path, you have to paste it. Okay. And then you have to click OK. In my case, I'm not going to click OK because I already added here. Look at here. It is actually already added in my machine. Okay. So this is how you are going to add the Java home. Java home, you have to add like this, first one. And then path variable, you have to add it. Below to that, search the word path. Below to that, search the word path. Okay. So please understand, guys, don't disturb any other setup, because the path variable is actually mapped with multiple programs. So don't literally disturb it or delete it or don't do unnecessary things. So what you do, either you straight away click edit. So look at here, a lot of things are already added. What you can do, you can click new. You can add till the bin folder. You can add till the bin folder. Earlier I told you to add till the JDK folder. Now you can add till the bin folder. You can copy this and then paste here. Look at here, I already added. Till the bin folder you have to add it and then click OK. Okay. Java home till the JDK folder, path till the bin folder. Like this you have to add in both the places. Both the places you have to add like this. If you are adding both the things, Java home and the path, and then certain times it requires a restart of the machine. Okay. Sometimes it is not required, sometimes it requires a restart of the machine. So if you restart it and then come here and then type the command Java space hyphen version, it will show you the version of your Java installed in your machine. I'll take a pause here. Any question guys still now? Anybody have any question?
Once show me the how to installation Java Apache.
What is it? Java?
So show me how to install the JMeter once.
No. That's what I told you. There is no installation as such. The installation means you are downloading and you are extracting the file. Look at here. The tool is ready. The tool is ready right now. Okay. The tool is ready. Only thing is you are going there, downloading the binary from their official website, right click, extract all, and that is extracting the tool straight away. And then in order to make this tool to work, okay, look at here. Because I installed my Java, JDK, everything available in my machine, the icon is actually straight away showing the Java icon. Sometimes if your machine is not having the Java, this icon will not come. Because you do not have your Java, that's the reason it is not going to show you. So in my case, everything is actually properly configured. My Java is available, JDK installed, Java home configured, Java path configured, everything is available. So readily it is actually available.
So
Any question?
do we have to add the settings in at environment variable for JMeter?
Sorry, repeat your question one more time. Do we have to?
So do we have to add the path in edit environment variable for JMeter?
Not JMeter, Java. Java, through the Java only JMeter is actually running. So Java alone you have to configure.
Not for JMeter, right?
No. For JMeter you don't want to do anything. For Java you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is about, see, JMeter download extract. Okay, that is one step. And then JDK install, configure your Java home and Java path. That is the next step. That is a next step. Okay, so you wanted to simply launch your JMeter tool. Example, if you wanted to simply launch your JMeter tool, lot of methods are there. Lot of methods are there. Even the one usually, I mean, if you go for any other external training institutes, they'll ask you to do double click of this Java batch file. I mean, jmeter.bat, jmeter.bat, which is a batch file. Okay, they'll ask you to run this batch file to make sure JMeter is actually launching. Okay, in certain institutes they'll strictly say like you need to launch through batch file. Okay, you need to launch through batch file. Okay, this is one method, one way you are going to launch your JMeter tool, one way you are going to launch your JMeter. So now you have another option, which is actually your Apache Jmeter jar file double click. If you are double clicking Apache Jmeter, jar file also will launch Jmeter. That is the other way. Okay, it's up to you. I mean, which one is actually looks to be easy for you, you do it, because it's our machine. We are going to do the scripting, so we will, what we feel like easy, we can do it. Okay, so you can use this Apache Jmeter jar file option also. You can do it. Look at here at the bottom, you have two instances of a Jmeter is actually launched. Okay, if you go back some 3 years or 5 years before, okay, JMeter one instance only can be launched in a machine. One instance only can be launched, but now they resolved that problem also. So now you can launch multiple instances of JMeter as long as you have a heap size is actually available. So you can use this option. So this is like jar file mode I launched once, batch file mode I launched once, or there are people will ask you, do you know how to do the command prompt mode? Command prompt very simple. Actually people will do differently. Maybe there are people, what they will do, like they'll do in this way. So they'll copy this, go here, type cd, paste the command, enter it, like that, and all they'll go. Okay, so in this way also you can go, or else very shortcut method, because sometimes I told you, right, like if you look into it, no. So I type the cd, paste the command. Look at here, sometimes it is not properly going to the path. There are times it'll so sometimes it will create this kind of a problem, because path navigation sometimes it will create problem. Okay, but instead of it you can use one more shortcut, but you can try this method also. The other method, a very simple method, I will tell you, very simple method. You can select this entire path, guys. Okay, look at here, I selected the entire path and I'm typing cmd and then click enter. Straight away it will go to the path, it will go to the bin folder. Okay, this is actually a very easy method to go to the bin folder. If you are going to the bin folder, here you can type JMeter and then click enter. This is also other way to launch your JMeter tool. Okay, I mean,
But initially, I think you were not giving the proper path. I mean, you were not giving the D, I mean, folder, D
sorry.
drives. I mean, initially, he was trying to give the path. It was not taking, I think, because of it was not taking a D,
Yeah, it is not taking the D. That's right. So sometimes
yeah,
in
D
certain
drive it was
machines you
not.
will have a restriction to do this path navigations and all. But in this
Okay,
way, if you are going, it is easy. That's what I'm trying to say.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, what I explained, three different ways in which you are going to do the launch of your JMeter. Look at here, bottom of it, there are three launch of a JMeter. It's up to you, which you feel comfortable, which you feel easy, you can do that. Just a launch of a JMeter only I explained, guys. Okay. So maybe, so with this, so those who are interested to proceed further with this course journey, okay, you can reach out to Kumar sir, 8019952427, his number. Okay, I'll copy paste the number in the chat also. You guys can take it. Okay, 8019952427. His name is Kumar. So you can reach out to Kumar sir for any further information, course timing, the course duration, course content, anything that you wanted to discuss, you can discuss, Kumar sir. We are going to have this session by 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Indian time, correspondingly in other locations, 8 a.m. Indian time, correspondingly in other locations, we are going to have this session. It's actually 25 hours of a session, each day 1 hour. Okay, each day 1 hour, 25 hours of a session, we are going to have it. So all these videos are actually recorded, and we will share the recorded video daily basis in YouTube playlist URL. Those videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. You are going to have the lifetime access, and all the artifacts and supporting documents we are going to share it through Google Drive, Google Drive. So you can download and then make use of it. That is also we are going to have it. So already the session started today. You guys would have aware, like we are actually started the session and we are going with the explanations and everything. So from tomorrow again we are going to continue this learning. So those who do not want to miss anything, we wanted to have a continuous learning of this tool. Please enroll yourself for the continuous learning of JMeter tool. Those who wanted to continue with this, please reach out to Kumar sir. 8019952427 is number. Thanks for joining this session, for evaluating us. I hope we will travel in this course journey. I hope you all will enroll for this course and then you continue your learning. Thanks for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.